Hey guys, it's Crusher. So I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people have been asking me about. It's what order you need to put your stats in, or what is most efficient for your build. And this is called stat order. And there are two, there are two different sections of stat order. There's pre-shrine and post-shrine. Typically, you are not going to be going your element or your weapon in pre-shrine. And after you have your build planned out, obviously you already know that, but this is just for stat order. So if you do have an element, if you're a hybrid and you need it pre-shrine, you need to get that early, especially if there are talents that are paired with it. This should be one of the first things you prioritize because you want the mantra you're looking for, you want the talent you're looking for, and you're not going to be able to get that again. There's some things. So, okay, let's talk about this build right here. So I pulled a random build off of Deepwoken Builder. It's a Star Kindred, and it's a heavy build. Okay, heavy flame seems pretty basic, right? For this build, let's see. So for pre-shrine, I would go. So you're not going reinforced armor, so you don't need all the bastion talents. But if you want the bastion talents, you go 30 fortitude, 30 willpower. But because it's not reinforced armor on the build, I would go 50 fortitude first. Then I'd go 50 willpower for underdog and all that. Then I'd go the 45 int for overflowing dam and the 5 HP master craftsman card. Then I would go 65 willpower so I can get my all the dead gods. And then you put in the 1 agility and 1 strength after, and the 1 heavy. Those all go in after. Then what I would do next, I would go hit shrine. And post shrine, you want to get the agility to 25 because it's going to be close already. So you want to top it off so you can get your talents. Okay. And then you want to get up the strength because that is the only thing left that you need to put up in the talent section. Then you do your flame to 75 because there's a talent at 75. Don't go 80 yet because that'd be a waste of points. There's no talents at 80 for you. Then you do all your heavy. Then you'd go to 80. So what you really want to do is look at what has the most amount of cards and is the closest requirement. So what can I get in the least amount of levels? Okay, let's reset this. Okay, let's say we're sitting here, we want to make a build. Okay, you don't know what your stat order is yet. You need to make your build first. Let's make a really bad build. Here, let's go 1 here, 1 here, 45, 40, 1, 25. So I have here. Right. Hold on, let me check. No, I can't do that. Okay. So if you're really like a min-maxer, you could do this and then just go hit trying to chance a lot. But a lot of you aren't, so you could just put a few more into one of these. Probably the lowest one so it distributes evenly. Okay. Save that. This is just an example, by the way. Oh, I messed that up. 3. I couldn't go at 37. So this is like a really simple example. It's not a good build, but this is just so I can show you guys how stat order works. So here we have our post-shrine stats. For pre-shrine, what I would do is I would go the 25 charisma first, because it does have a lot of important talents. Then I would go for 50 willpower, 45 intelligence, 25 strength, or 40 if you really want to prioritize that showstopper, but I would go 25. Then I'd come here, I'd go 65 willpower, then top off the 40. Because only one real thing you need at 40. And then also unwavering, but you can Shrine of Chance that if you really haven't got that, or you can Mystic. That's the order I'd go at the start. And then when you come here, well, I was gonna make sure something real quick. Come here. Boom. This is literally the entire build. This is an easy Silent Heart build, attunementless, whatever. Actually, wait. I'm lying. This is not a Silent Heart build. But you can go attunementless on this. You could go like what some people do. They get like 1 flame. Can't do that in building. Get 1 flame. Get like undying. Could be like a Metamancer. And then get like 1 gale. You can be no go. But like basically what I'm just showing you guys is you want to look at the difference of like, so let's say like the amount of cards versus the distance of how many stat points it is and the importance. If you can take all those into factor, and you don't really have to think about it too hard. If it makes sense in your head, it probably works out. If you guys really want to go in depth, you can pull up your talent cards and like you could actually count. But if you know stuff like this off the top of your head, it shouldn't be too difficult for you. But this is honestly just like a super easy way. Let's try another build. Let's use an actual build this time, and I'll tell you how I would build it very fast. Let's get a super simple. Let's do the a Silent Heart rifle build. Okay, so here is a really good Silent Heart rifle build. Very powerful, a lot of damage modifiers. If you look at these, a lot of damage modifiers. Silent Heart just does a lot of damage, applies a lot of pressure. Okay, so here is how I would build it. This one is going to be very pre-shrine heavy, as you can see. A lot of builds are very pre-shrine heavy in the this new meta. So you do want to learn how you're supposed to build it, because if you do it wrong, you could miss out on a lot of talents. Like if you go for like something with a lot of talents last, like charisma, if you go charisma last, you're done. You're not making it. Something you could go last is like willpower, because that has a few talents that are important, but you don't want to go like all the way last on it. You just want to top it off last. So I'd probably go. So here we go. Okay, hold on. 50 fortitude. So I'd go 25 charisma. 25 charisma first is very easy because you get the charismatic cast and the tough love. It's 2 talents, and it builds on because a lot of builds go further than 25 charisma. Charisma is very important. Then I go 50 fortitude because you want to the finish, you want exo, and you want whatever bastion talents you can get. Then I think either 30 or 50 willpower. 50, actually no, 50 for the damage talents because you want the damage modifiers. You have to think about your build too, because I'm saying like you can still get these talents if you don't go in a certain order. It'll be much more difficult, and you have to spend a lot of knowledge like getting the build you want. Then I'd probably, so intelligence doesn't have that much, and it's 45. Charisma has a lot, so I'd top off charisma, get all the charisma talents I need, get manipulator, get the shout, whatever it's called. Then I go 45 int, so I can get the health, get the damage, and then I'd top off willpower. And then post, agility. Oh, and then yeah. So I'd probably go, I'd go strength first. I know some people would go agility first, but I'd go strength first, then agility, and then rest and weapon stat after, because there's no high talent, like no high requirement talent for weapon stats. You don't need to put weapon stats in first ever. I don't think there's like a single build where you'd have to put in a weapon first. But yeah, so I hope this is useful at least a little bit to you guys. Just try to look. So let's say charisma, we know charisma is a high. I can actually just rank them real quick. I'd probably put charisma at number 1 on my order. Number 2, I would put Number 2, I'd put fortitude. Number 3 and 4, I'd tie for agility and willpower. Then I'd put strength. Then I'd put intelligence. Intelligence, almost always you can go last on it. Pretty much. Unless you're topping something off. And it, like the 80 in willpower, like the 50 to 80 jump, there's not much in there. So you can get the intelligence, then you can go 80. Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense. This is just my thought process when I'm building out my builds. And I know a lot of you guys are always asking people like, what stat order do you go? What stat order? And this is how you can figure out what stat order you want to go. See ya.